that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice. Yeah, you're gonna get them, hon. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings. Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice. Yeah, you're gonna get them, hon. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for my close-up, good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings. Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice. Yeah, you're gonna get them, hon. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for my close-up, good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings. Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice. Yeah, you're gonna get them, hon. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, wherever you are tuning in from around the world. I hope you are all good. We've got people jumping in on the Zoom. We've got people jumping in the Facebook group. We've got people on the socials. It is lovely to see. This is day 3, another 3 amazing sessions. I've got some of our expert speakers with me in the green room ready to come on very soon. But as we get started every evening or every morning or afternoon, wherever you are, I can't keep track. Just please go ahead and say hi if you're in the Zoom room. Lovely to see so many of you. Some new names tonight as well, which is good. We had a lot of people join the Facebook group yesterday because everybody was inviting, which is awesome. And I did say as well, I was going to have these on this evening. A, to hide my tired eyes, but B, I've been doing a day in the life with these Ray-Ban Meta glasses. So I'm going to take that all. I'm going to put it together for a cool little video and I'll get it out at some point this week. So what are we going to do today? So just like we did yesterday, we are going to announce some winners. We've got some pretty cool winners to announce. And we're going to launch a very pretty cool prize today and do Q&A with our experts. Dive a little bit deeper from the presentation that they put in earlier. And if you're wondering, well, Mark, I don't really know where this presentation was. What is this presentation you're telling me? I want to see this presentation. Then as you know, all you got to do, come into the Facebook group. It's the Boost Your Bookings Virtual Summit group. There we are now, live. If you scroll down a wee bit, you will see Courtney's fantastic session on influencer marketing earlier. Some great numbers in there. You will see Mr. Matt's amazing video. And the number that stood out for me is how much he made on TikTok last year. Crazy. Broke it down. And obviously we kickstarted with the amazing Dustin. The strategy, the funnel, everything. I mean, crammed it a lot into 20 minutes, which we're going to obviously dive into a little bit more. Thank you very much to everybody who's watched. Thank you to everybody who left some lovely words and comments. And just like yesterday, just like tomorrow, and just like on Friday, all of these videos will be available to watch on the replay. So you can check them out tomorrow, check them out Friday, check them out Saturday, Sunday, and I will let you know on Friday where these videos are going to be going after that. So you've got plenty of time to get caught up. So let's get started then. Who have we got in here? The people are trying to jump into the Zoom room. Sorry, I'll let you in. We've got Helen, Elena, Sandy, Sam, aka Selena, Great to see you all. So many names in there. Let us know where you're tuning in from around the world as well. Like I said, we've got people in the Zoom room, got people on the social, got a lot of people taking part, which is lovely, lovely to see. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Mark Simpson. Founded this little company called Boostly nearly 10 years ago now. And every day I just help hosts try and get to that 65% direct bookings. I want to make sure that you have all the tools, the tactics, the training, and the confidence to get to that number without relying on the OTAs to do so, which is why we do things like this for free, absolutely free. So I really hope that you get the most from it. Okay, so let's start off. Yesterday, 24 hours ago, we launched a giveaway for 2 winners. The prizes was 1 year worth of Hello Hosty. Hello Hosty was the AI assistant, the AI messenger tool, and so much more. Donated by Clive. Thank you very much, Clive. And the other prize is a Instagram audit by Mr. Paul Anderson. Paul, who is celebrating his birthday today, so he shouldn't be online. So we have got 2 winners. I think I've got a drum roll announcement. Do I have a drum roll? No, I do not have a drum roll. It didn't work. Okay, ignore that. But with the first winner of our Instagram audit was Nana, Nana Sarah. Congratulations, Nana. You are with us. I see you in the Zoom room. Fantastic work. You invited a lot of people. Thank you very much. You have won that. I've shared your details with Paul, and he will be in touch with you before the end of the week. So well done. Can we all just say well done, Nana, in the chat? That would be lovely. And the winner of Hello Hosty year-long subscription is Miss Helen Pritchard. Again, well done. Well done, Helen. Little round of applause. Again, I thought I had the sound effects, but the sound effects aren't working. Hang on a second. Let me try this. Let me do this. There you go. Sound effects do work now. So well done, Helen. Well done, Nana. Again, I've shared your details with Clive, with Paul. They will be with you, hopefully in touch by the end of the week. If not, give me a nudge and I'll give them a nudge. Okay, so what we're going to do now, let's bring on our experts, and then I'm going to let you know what the prize is for the next 24 hours. And it's a good one. So if I tap this, here we go. All right. No longer in the green room, you two. So thank you very much for hanging on there. So we have Dustin Baker, Courtney Ross. Thank you very much for jumping on at this time to do so. So for anybody who hasn't watched your session just yet, Courtney, could you just go first, and then Dustin, just give a super quick 90 seconds elevator pitch of who you are, what you do, and how you help.
Sure. My name's Courtney Ross. I'm the founder of Sawgrass Marketing. I'm joining you from Iwakuni, Japan. So it is 5:30 in the morning over here. We're just getting started. But I spoke on influencer marketing, and what we do as a marketing agency is we help connect vacation rentals, not only with really good social media strategies, but finding those strategic partnerships with creators and influencers to gain more visibility to your listings. So my course really covers how you do that, how you find your influencer, what your contract should look like, and any red flags before entering that partnership.
Love it. And a great session today. Thank you. Dustin, over to you, sir.
Awesome. Also, first, if I could say, great to connect with both of you, Courtney and then Mark. I know we've been connected for a while, but I feel like we're just speaking now for the first time, which is awesome. And yeah, thanks for everyone tuning in as well. So my name's Dustin Baker. I run Hidden Gem Media, which is a marketing company specifically for vacation rentals. And we offer a full service marketing funnel that is focused on driving direct bookings for vacation rental businesses that are looking to grow their brand. We do everything from social media marketing, content creation, email marketing, paid ads, website design, the whole works.
Love it. Love it. Okay, so just like what we did with Paul and with Clive yesterday, I'll go with Courtney first, and then we'll jump in with yourself, Dustin. So the session that you did, obviously on influencer marketing, what was the inspiration behind this talk? What were you hoping that people were going to be getting out of it, and what was maybe something in there that you couldn't cram into the 20-minute mark that I set down?
Man, So really, I was inspired by influencer marketing because I have a vacation rental ourselves. I mentioned it in the presentation, the Palmetto Place, and we had an influencer reach out to us and hosted her and her family, gosh, 2 years ago. And still to this day, we're getting likes and follows from her reel that she posted in October of 2022. So, from a personal standpoint, I realized it worked. And then from a professional standpoint, when we brought this offering to our clients, we have dealt with a mixed bag of influencers and have learned quite along the way that, they're not all going to be influencers like Megan that we partnered with. And I wanted to be sure that the knowledge that we've gained is kind of transferred over to somebody who's just starting and maybe has been reached out to by an influencer and doesn't really know where to go. So this kind of 20-minute roadmap really allows you to get the basics down. But I think what I really could have expanded on, given more time, is what it looks like after the relationship. Once you have the assets, how do you use them and leverage them for your marketing? What does it look like when maybe you see that social media jump die down? How do you kind of nurture the relationship if it was successful and make it more of a long-term thing?
Love that. Dustin, same question for yourself. What made you talk about your topic and what would you have expanded on if you had a little bit extra?
Yeah. For me, I tried to pack as much as I could into the 20-minute video. And the whole point of making that video was to really explain how social media marketing is clearly producing results for vacation rental hosts who post good content about their cabin or property. But what we found is it's really good for raising awareness and getting people, like the right audience, to discover your property. But it's not good at really bridging the gap all the way to the booking and the conversion. So what we've really found is that people are not really in the frame of mind to go from discovering you on a reel to all the way to your link in bio, your website, your listing page, and then make the booking all in one step. So we give them a micro commitment of signing up for the email list and actually push it with an incentive, like an offer. And that's like one action that people can really easily take from social media after discovering you. And then you can integrate natural touch points through email marketing that allow us to kind of nurture those relationships, like Courtney was saying, and build trust, which is really important for this industry specifically, and booking direct. And also even get people moving from their mobile device, which is not really where we see the bookings take place, but the desktop where they can open up the emails in their computer. And so that has been a huge step in getting more of your traffic top of funnel to convert from social media. And then another way to naturally integrate touch points and make sure you can get back in front of all the people who are liking, commenting, tagging, sharing, and visiting your website is through Facebook retargeting ads. And so, these people are all taking actions that show they're really interested in your property and in your stay and your experience. But without, an environment like Facebook retargeting ads, it's hard to make sure that they keep seeing your content and they keep getting, more trust built and closer to ultimately making a booking. But with the retargeting ads, you can actually engineer this into your strategy. It's some of the best money a business owner can spend on marketing.
The Facebook ads retargeting, that when it's done well, it's like you've been followed around the internet. Like the billboard effect is so real. Today, it's a real world example. I was speaking to somebody on WhatsApp about Sintra AI. So basically, just imagine ChatGPT, but like an army of them. And this is what Sintra is. And I went on the website. As soon as I landed on the website, as soon as I went on Instagram, I've been getting ads. Like everywhere I turn now, I see ads. And that is just retargeting, on steroids. And it's done well because now I'm talking about it. So again, if you can do it well and if you can do it right, phenomenal. This is why they work with experts like you good selves. So there's been a phenomenal question asked and I didn't want to answer it in the day. And I said, let's hold fire on this for when we do our live video later. And it's from Gilbert. So it's a bit of a long-winded question, but I'll read it out, and I'd love for Dustin to go first, and then Courtney as well, if you'd like to jump on with any of the suggestions. So the question is this. So I would love your thoughts on how to effectively leverage partnerships with local vendors. So partnerships such as restaurants, businesses eager to attract high-value tourists and travelers, etc. So basically, how can you strike up partnerships with somebody who's got a vacation rental? They could have a restaurant. It could be a limousine service. Could be massages. Could be whatever. Right? How would you recommend everybody watching to strike up friendships, partnerships, networks with these local businesses? Have you got any sort of hidden gems that you would like to talk about? We'll go Dustin first, and then Courtney if there's anything to add on top.
Yeah. No, it's honestly, there's a lot of potential here with this strategy, and I'm seeing a lot of hosts try and find ways to enhance the experience that guests can have when they book direct with them. I can't speak too much to the restaurants and some of the local experiences, but particularly with personal chefs, that could be like an add-on or a massage or other ways where you can connect with some of these local offerings and actually upsell it on your website. This can be a huge advantage, particularly with increasing your lifetime value of your customer. And just like touching back on the topic of Facebook ads is, the more revenue, booking revenue, upsell revenue you can generate with, every single guest that stays, or at least a portion of them, the more you're able to spend on marketing and reinvest into your own growth. So there's that. It also really enhances the guest experience. And yeah, I'm seeing this a lot come up more and more, particularly with massages, chefs, and a few other, add-ons that can happen at the property.
Thank you very much. Courtney, anything you'd like to add on top?
Yeah, there's some really good partners like Epicurate Stateside that allows you to find these partnerships. And we have a client in Asheville who does a great job of this and are able to upsell glam ups, fridge stocking before the guest arrives. They also have relationships with some of the bars on Broadway, if you're familiar. So if you wanted like a personalized VIP experience or bottle service, that's also something that they're willing to kind of put into the mix for you. I think a piece of this too is being able to cross promote with the same audience. If you're interested in doing a collaboration together on social media, let's say, you want to be sure that, you're doing that collaborative post, but also giving them something that that audience, your ideal guest, can value together. So it might look like a giveaway, I think would be the best kind of strategy that I would propose to say, hey, if you give away, maybe $100 dining experience, excuse me, I'll throw in a weekend stay and use that giveaway as a way to attract the guests with an email series and have them sign up with email and then be able to remarket to them afterwards. But yeah, these add-on services are definitely a way to not only, like Dustin said, get the guest in and build that like and trust and re-engage with them afterwards, but also to have your property stand out from the competition in your local market.
Yeah. I mean, there are, so I can speak to a story about this, and then I'll give you some cool tools as well that everybody can go and check out that are for free. So when we had the family business, this was back in 2014, one of the things that I wanted to do was to strike up local partnerships and relationships with other vendors who weren't doing so-and-so accommodation, but had like something that was very aligned with our avatar, with our niche. So ours was a family farm stay business. Okay. We attracted families all of the time. And I went to local days out, and there was a farm that was about a 20-minute drive away. And I knew that our guests were going to check out there in the daytime because they were telling us in their reviews, they were telling us in the feedback, or even when we're having conversations with them, when we asked the question of, where are you going when you're staying with us? And this farm, I would say out of 10 guests, 7 of them were going to check out this farm. So I I called the owner. I said, listen, this is us. This is what we do. Where, you know, a lot of our guests are coming to visit you. Is there anything that you can give us as like a voucher that we can pass on to our guests to give them a bit more of an incentive to go and check you out? And he obviously gave us a cool little 10% discount because it was a free customer. You know, his cost to acquire that customer was 0. So he gave us a cool little discount, and it was a coupon. And so they basically took the coupon in, handed it into reception. They got their discount. Over the year, these coupons just piled up to the point where ever me and my family wanted a day out, we didn't have to pay. We rocked up on the front door, in we go. But this is the cool thing, is that after about a year of doing this, they started to do weddings, but they didn't have accommodation. Obviously, the bride and groom, when they're going through the meetings and they're saying, listen, we've got guests coming in from out of town, who do you recommend for accommodation? Guess which is the company that he recommended. It was us. And obviously with weddings, they book out months in advance, all direct, and it was unbelievable partnership that we had with them. That was just one of 10 that we created. So it was a massive way of us, you know, increasing our direct bookings was through partnerships, and that is just to speak in the tail of it. Now, if you honestly don't know anybody in your local area, you haven't got a clue of vendors or anybody where you're going, then there are tools out there that are free. So Rent Mount is one. They create those localized experiences. They get to know the localized vendors, etc. It's a free service. Go and hook up with them. And for private chefs, if you're based in the UK, there's a company called Why Hungry. You can go and, again, set up for free. They'll match up private chefs with your business. Great work. And it's about to launch in the States as well. So again, totally free. Go and check them out. But that's a good one for that. We've got 2 more questions, and then I'm going to bring in a special guest. So first question is from Nana in the Zoom. How are influencers compensated? Is it a best practice for a free stay? And Courtney will go with you first, and then Dustin, if you want to add anything on top of it.
Yeah, so influencers are becoming more of a desirable job option, I think, especially for a lot of Gen Zers. We are finding that they're more and more are requesting to be compensated for their stay, but this is your decision as a host. You don't need to necessarily pay an influencer for content or their stay, because there already are those underlying costs that you're incurring for, let's say, the complimentary stay that you're offering. So within the ROI sheet on my presentation, I also kind of covered how much you're willing to kind of invest within this partnership and relationship to make sure that you're seeing positive return. Some of those underlying costs include cleaning fees, any welcome gifts or kind of upsell packages that you're giving them for them to be able to promote. And then as a return, what are you valuing their services at? Are you receiving video content and photography content? What would you traditionally pay for that if you weren't receiving it from the influencer? Kind of look at those metrics to see where your ROI is going to be and what your goals are before entering into the partnership. I will say, personally, we don't like to compensate influencers outside of the stay unless it's for a very large media shoot, or if it's content that we know is guaranteed to perform, which is honestly very hard to do with this type of partnership, especially with the algorithms changing so much. So long answer short, it's your decision. Just be sure that you're calculating or estimating your ROI before dishing out more money.
Fantastic. Dustin, anything to add on top of that?
Yeah, no, that was really good. Yeah, I have found in our experience as well that because the influence, like making that distinguishment between content creation and influencer marketing, the influencer side, where they post a reel, collaborate, try and get views, followers through your account, that in our experience has been quite volatile, because it could depend on the post that they actually make, and if that just wasn't a good post, it might not do as well as you thought. And yeah, this can be really tough to justify additional spend on top of a free stay, especially for some influencers who kind of inflate their their audience. But in our experience, we really put such a heavy emphasis on the content creation aspect. So if we can work with an influencer who is able to capture really high quality content of your property, that to us is worth paying for additional, like on top of a free stay, because we can use that content for months and even years to market ourselves. And we have so many examples too, where, we've gotten probably cumulatively over the next 3 to 6 months after a collaboration, 5 to 10 times more views by using that content, posting ourselves without any collaboration or without their audience, over what their 1 to 2 posted like in the week of the collaboration. So yeah, that's one thing. And then we're also finding that micro influencers are proving to have like a lot more successful collaborations with, because the quality of the post itself is more likely to lead to virality than how many followers they have. So we have micro influencers of 10,000 followers who make such an incredible reel, and we do 2 collaborations with them, and both of them get 500,000 views and a ton of engagement, because it was just incredible content. And then they're always willing to over deliver, incredibly pleasant to work with, as opposed to some people who have selection of anyone who they want to work with because they have that 500,000 follower account. But yeah, so that's kind of been our experience.
Fantastic. So another question has come in. We've got Sandy. So this is a lovely opportunity for the two of you to just give a little pitch about what you do. So the question is, can you please tell us exactly what Shawgrass does and how does it help STR owners? So this is your chance, Courtney. Little 90-second pitch. Just how do you help owners? And then we'll do Dustin for Hidden Gem as well.
Sure. So Sawgrass Marketing is a full service creative agency. So we work with short-term rental owners, boutique hotels, and hospitality services with full comprehensive marketing. So everything from branding, website design, social media management, influencer management, to paid advertising, email marketing. We have been in the influencer marketing space, I'd say, for about 3 years. But as an agency, we've been marketing and supporting short-term rentals for 7.
Amazing. Fantastic. Dustin?
Yeah. I've been running Hidden Gem Media for about 3 years now as well. And yeah, we do full service management, content creation, social media management, email, paid ads, SEO, and web design. And yeah, through this kind of funnel approach, which is just our way of kind of tying all these things together. And yeah, I would say we're mostly working with host and vacation rental businesses in North America at the moment, looking to expand it to Europe and other places soon too. Yeah.
Amazing. Fantastic. And you can obviously go and check out the profiles to find the web links and all that good stuff. Last question. Alejandro said, I am new in direct bookings. For the moment, I don't have a website. What do you think would be a good action to accelerate visits on short term, taking account that my budget is low? Alejandro, this is my little pitch here. This is for the book Direct Playbook. Go and grab that. It's got 220 pages. There's 101 tips that don't cost a penny. So go and grab that. Go and read the book. You can then implement it and you'll be absolutely good. If you've already read it, the tips are in there, my friend. Just go and implement them into your business. There's a lot in there that you can get started with. Okay, so we've got a special guest in the green room who is going to launch our giveaway for the next 24 hours. This is a big one, so make sure you are ready. So this special guest is going to come in and we're going to talk very quickly about the thing. And then I'm going to let you know how you can enter the thing. Okay, so I'm going to press this button. Hopefully this works. Jodie Sterling, there we go. Jodie Odlin, sorry, my bad. Old
yes,
habits
thank you. Hello.
Founder of Hospitable Hosts, author and publisher of many, many, many books. welcome. If anybody in this room doesn't know who you are, just quickly give a little debrief of what Hospitable Hosts is and then talk about the summit, please.
Sure. So I think first I will let you all know I'm a host like many of you, and I've been a part of Boostly for a few years now. Yes, I had an idea which went berserk. I gathered hosts from around the world to share their story of how they got to be in the short-term rental industry, because visiting people and talking to people on calls just like this one, I found their stories really interesting. So I gathered them up, and Mark was one of the biggest supporters. He is one of our OGs in our original book. Yes, I'm going to give it a plug too, Mark. You can find this on Amazon. I learned all my marketing skills from this guy. And it became very successful. And 2 years later, we now have 3 volumes and of 40 authors in each one, and they all share their story of how they got into the industry, but they also give tips and ideas to other hosts so you can level up your hospitality skills. So Hospitable Host is all about hospitality, and that's our forte. And so we've become a movement in the industry, and we're all come together to increase the standards of hospitality, because that's what we need.
Amazing. So talk about what's happening in the end of April over in Denver, Colorado.
Yes. So what started out as a book, as I said, has become a beast in itself. And we decided, a group of us who are in the book, decided to put together a hospitality summit. Now, that's going to take place in Denver, Colorado, on the 30th of April and the 1st of May. And the whole summit is designed around hospitality. So we won't be talking about investments. We won't be talking about increasing your portfolio. We are going to talk purely about hospitality. So we're going to be looking at things like having a hospitality mindset, the art of communication, tailoring your space to your avatars. We're going to be looking at problem solving, cleaning. Who has been to a conference or summit and learned how to clean properly? Nobody has done that before. So we're doing that. We're looking at our back-end operations and, of course, regulations and fire and safety with Breezeway Justin Ford. So we're coming together from all around the world, and we're going to be embarking on Denver, Colorado, which we're super excited about.
Amazing. And so Jody messaged me last week and just said, hey, I'd love to donate a ticket to the conference. So that is very, very generous. If we can all please show Jody some love in the chat. So you're going to get a ticket which is worth a couple of $100. Obviously, you have to get yourself there, but once you are there, you're going to have 2 days of amazing chance to meet other hosts, meet the authors, and do some pretty cool things. So thank you very much, Jody, for donating that.
You're welcome.
All right, so this is how you can get your name into the hat, and we're going to run this for 24 hours. So I'm going to monitor this for 24 hours, okay? All you need to do, very, very simple, go over to Instagram, okay? You're going to take a picture. So if you can take a picture now of all four of us. I don't know why my background's just gone, but hey ho. Take a picture of the screen and then go over to Instagram, do a post, and tag in. What's the handle for it that you want people to tag, Jody?
At Hospitable Hosts.
Hospitable Hosts, HOSPITABLEHOSTS.
Yes.
I think I've done that right. Tag in Boostly UK as well so I can see this, so I can track this, and then I will announce the winner tomorrow. It's as simple as that. Do a post, do a story. If you want to get creative, you can do a reel, but you've got 24 hours to do so. Go over to Instagram.
Fantastic.
And one lucky person will win a ticket to the conference. So, Jody, thank you very much for doing it, and thank you very much for coming on.
You're welcome.
All right, everybody. So, Courtney, thank you very much for tuning in early doors over on your Thursday. Dustin, thank you very much for tuning in over afternoon time. And Jody, we're on the same time zone here. So thank you very much for tuning in. And
We
to
are.
everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, I'm going to let you leave me for a second. Going to come into here. Right. Tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow, we've got 3 more fantastic sessions. Let me just give you a little sneak peek of what we've got to offer. So we're going to start at 5 o'clock with a Team Boostly member and somebody who's so energetic. I'm really excited to showcase to you all. Brand new, Gabe Nazario. He's going to be talking about video. Really excited for this one. Then we've got the amazing Katie Besson. She's going to be talking more about social media. And then we are going to finish with Blake Duarte. Blake, again, Team Boostly member, somebody I've known for a long time. He's going to be talking about revenue management, how to discount the right way. I love this topic. Really, really good one. So make sure you're here. Again, you should all know where to go by now, seeing that it's going to be day 4 tomorrow. 5 o'clock UK, 12 o'clock Eastern. Sorry, Courtney, I don't know what time that is in Tokyo, but that's when we're going to be starting. And then I'll be back at 8:30 for our daily debrief, which is what we're doing right now. And that is in the Zoom and all the socials and stuff. I really hope you're enjoying this. I really hope you're getting a lot out of this. And I really, really hope that you can keep telling more and more people about this. If there is, tag them in the group, invite them into the group, tell them about it. And if you like it, we'll do this again. To give you a little sneak peek, I've already lined up June's sessions already. And I think as long as I get the go ahead from the peoples, on Friday, I'll be able to tell you what's going to be happening in June. Actually, it's not going to be in June, it's going to be in May. So it's going to be a quick turnaround. I've already lined it up, Glastonbury style. Just call me Mr. Evis. Glastonbury already sorted. We've already got our speakers for the next session done as well. So have a good night, have a good afternoon, a good morning wherever you are. I'm off to go watch the second half of the Liverpool game. Take care, everybody.